Hello and welcome to Fact Panorama, the channel that brings you fascinating facts about our world. Today, we're diving into the complex and intriguing world of the human brain with our video on The Ultimate Guide to the Human Brain: 50 Astonishing Facts You Need to Know. Before we jump into the 50 mind-blowing facts, let's take a moment to appreciate just how incredible the human brain really is. It's the most complex organ in our bodies, with billions of neurons and trillions of synapses working together to control everything from our thoughts and emotions to our bodily functions. In this video, we'll be exploring 50 astonishing facts about the human brain, from its structure and function to some of the incredible ways it can adapt and change throughout our lives. So, sit back, relax, and get ready to be amazed by the ultimate guide to the human brain. And don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and comment below to let us know what you think. We also welcome your suggestions for future videos, so be sure to share your ideas with us. Let's get started. The human brain weighs about 3 pounds. The brain is made up of about 100 billion neurons. The brain is the most complex organ in the body. The human brain is capable of producing 23 watts of power. The brain continues to grow and develop throughout childhood and adolescence. The left hemisphere of the brain controls the right side of the body, while the right hemisphere controls the left side of the body. The brain can process information as quickly as 120 meters per second. The brain is responsible for controlling all bodily functions, including breathing, heart rate, and digestion. The brain is capable of creating new neural connections throughout life. The brain is divided into 4 main regions: the cerebrum, cerebellum, brainstem, and diencephalon. The cerebrum is the largest part of the brain and is responsible for conscious thought and voluntary movement. The cerebellum is responsible for balance, coordination, and posture. The brainstem controls vital functions such as breathing and heartbeat. The diencephalon is responsible for regulating hormone production and sleep. The hippocampus is responsible for memory formation and retrieval. The amygdala is responsible for processing emotions. The prefrontal cortex is responsible for decision-making and impulse control. The brain produces new neurons throughout life in a process called neurogenesis. The brain has the ability to reorganize itself in response to new experiences or injuries in a process called neuroplasticity. The brain consumes about 20% of the body's energy. The brain's gray matter consists of neurons, while the white matter consists of axons that connect neurons. The brain can process multiple streams of information simultaneously. The brain can distinguish up to 10 million different colors. The brain can distinguish between more than 1 trillion different scents. The brain's visual processing system can process images in as little as 13 milliseconds. The human brain is capable of recognizing faces in just 100 milliseconds. The brain's language center is located in the left hemisphere in most people. The brain's frontal lobes are responsible for executive functions such as planning and decision-making. The brain's parietal lobes are responsible for spatial perception and sensory input. The brain's temporal lobes are responsible for auditory processing and memory. The brain's occipital lobes are responsible for visual processing. The brain's basal ganglia are responsible for movement control and reward processing. The brain's thalamus is responsible for relaying sensory information to the appropriate areas of the brain. The brain's hypothalamus is responsible for regulating hunger, thirst, and body temperature. The brain's pituitary gland is responsible for producing hormones that regulate growth and development. The brain's pineal gland produces the hormone melatonin, which regulates sleep. The brain's medulla oblongata controls involuntary functions such as breathing and heart rate. The brain's reticular formation is responsible for regulating arousal and attention. The brain's cerebellum is responsible for fine motor control. The brain's corpus callosum connects the two hemispheres of the brain and allows them to communicate. The brain's ventricles contain cerebrospinal fluid, which protects the brain and spinal cord. The brain's meninges are 3 layers of protective tissue that surround the brain and spinal cord. The brain can produce new neurons even in adulthood through a process called neurogenesis. The brain's gray matter contains about 100 trillion synapses, which are the connections between neurons. The brain's cerebrum is divided into 2 hemispheres, each with its own unique functions and specialties. The brain's amygdala plays a key role in fear and anxiety processing. The brain's thalamus not only relays sensory information but also plays a role in attention and awareness. The brain's Broca's area is responsible for speech production, while Wernicke's area is responsible for language comprehension. The brain's basal ganglia are also involved in habit formation and addiction. The brain's prefrontal cortex is not fully developed until a person's mid-20s, which may explain why teenagers can struggle with decision-making and impulse control. The brain's default mode network is a group of brain regions that are more active when a person is not focused on an external task, and may be involved in self-reflection and social cognition. Thank you for watching our video on the ultimate guide to the human brain and these 50 astonishing facts. We hope you learned something new and fascinating about this incredible organ that powers everything we do. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like button, share it with your friends, and subscribe to our channel Fact Panorama for more interesting content like this. Also, feel free to leave your comments and suggestions below. Until next time, stay curious and keep exploring.